everyone, it's Libby from Meister Tarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Warramai First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies, entertainment only. Okay, well, this is the elephant in the room question. Like a lot of you, I was very dissatisfied with the election reading from yesterday. If I say I was stunned and flummoxed and really taken aback, yes, I was. However, I do read what the cards put in front of me. I don't try and bend it any other way. I come forward with the messages that I'm told, and I certainly don't compare myself to other readers. We'll mention other readers, especially if we find ourselves in alignment about something. It's always lovely to have another reader bring forward in their reading exactly the same what I've been bringing up, but I don't compare myself. So if other readers have been saying Joe Biden will see out the 4 years, and I've been repeatedly seeing that he will step down after the midterms, that's fine. We'll see. It'll go one way or the other, and we'll see how it turns out. Same with Trump fleeing, etc. So quite happy for you to make comments about it, but just know that I'm not going to change what I see, what I'm told, for the sake of other readers. Okay, what I want to have a look. So I'm going to have another look at the Biden-Trump nominee runoffs, etc. I'm going to word my question differently. Now, I'm just going to put it out there. I have a new guide who has advised me, Suchin, Suchin, I think it is spelled. She is really sass, and if I say Hello Kitty, those that know will know what I'm talking about. With the bubble gum and the pigtails and the over the knee socks, etc. She is a real. Basically, she's here to. I'm not going to say embolden or bolster because they're the wrong words. What Suchin? What's the words you're wanting me to put out there? She is there for me to fearlessly put forward what the cards are bringing and what my guides are telling me. Okay, thank you. And she's a bit of a taskmaster, that one. Okay, so what I want to have a look at, and now I'm going to use the one deck for everything, my Gilded Tarot Royale, so there is no bias whatsoever. I am going to ask now, first of all, I'm going to ask, is Trump going to be the nominee? Is Trump going to be the candidate by the time we get to the November election? Is Trump, okay, thank you. She's just reminding me to look at my notes here where I wrote down last night. Clear as anything, I was sweeping the floor. Got one of those big floppy mop type brooms for all that dog hair. So doing a mindless task, which is when my guides often come through. Clear as anything, new ball game in town. To the point, and I kept having it repeated at me until I wrote it down on my notebook here. There's a new ball game in town. Don't ask. So all I can do is read on the energies of today that my guides are bringing forward. There is free will, there is free choice, there are off ramps and on ramps, but given what is the status quo of today, will Trump, convicted felon Trump, be the Republican representative at the election? Given the energies of the here and now, will Representative Trump, if things just continue on this course without any deviation, will Representative Trump, convicted felon Trump, be the GOP representative at the November elections? You want that one, okay? Those two, okay? Oh, no, it's just one. Okay, sorry, my bad. Oops, will convicted, and you want that one. Am I stopping now? Okay. Your guidance as minor. Okay, come on down. Oh, well, I'm not surprised. Lies, deceit, betrayal, the win at any cost, the abuse of power, but it's also the self-sabotage card as well. It's the going too far, and you've got the you're not no longer followed. So that's the energies. The determination to win at any cost, the abuse of power, but the self-sabotage as well. Okay, challenged by the best of democracy. Love it. The best of democracy is going to challenge him. Few of my beautiful viewers have commented about getting other people to register. Just change "G'day, how you going?" to "G'day, are you registered to vote?" One mentioned that their neighbour hasn't registered because they don't want to do jury duty. Well, that's fine. Register, vote, deregister. It's not rocket science. And I must admit, in my 40 years of being registered to vote, I have not received a single jury duty letter. And if you do get called up, there's doctor's certificates, there's you working, studying. There are all ways to get out of jury duty. And if all else fails, turn up wearing a MAGA hat or a Biden flag on your back or something along those lines, and guaranteed you won't be picked. So yeah, vote as if your life depends on it, because it's going to. I keep saying, buckle up your seatbelts. It's going to get worse before it gets better. So I'm asking, is Trump going to be the GOP representative by the time we reach the election? It's not in the bag yet. All this fruit ready for harvesting on the tree, but the basket is empty. This is the here and now. It's not yet in the bag. There are other options available. Remembering that the RNC conference is coming up, I think, next week. In the past, we've got the voters. The voters spoke at the last election, at the last midterms, at every election thereafter. The Trump backed nominee, they've been really suffering in the past. The voters have spoken. Crowning this reading, here's this health event again. It's my vascular event card. Oh boy, for those that watched my health reading yesterday, and every health reading, this card comes up basically every time I read on Trump and or his health. Crowning this reading is his heart, is a vascular event. Immediate future, a female with something in her cup, not yet revealed. Nikki Haley, perhaps. Let's see where we go. Another female, bringing forward the sword of truth, a plan, a strategy in the external position. Internally, I don't think Trump's going to be there. These are cards that I draw just about every time, and I'm really wondering whether it's going to be Nikki Haley, given these cards here and internally the downfall. Hopes and fears, the wheel is turning as the secrets come to the surface. Now, do not underestimate. Nikki Haley is just as bad as Donald Trump, just she's more civilized about it. Liz Cheney, just as awful, but more intelligent. Do not be allured by just because they are women candidates and they appear better than he does. They're just better at hiding it. But the hopes and fears, the swamp being brought to the surface and exposed. This could be the Judge Shutkin. This can be Jack Smith with documents. Whatever this is, darkness being brought to the surface, secrets being brought to the surface. It's also the lunacy card as well. The outcome, a choice. Now, I was talking yesterday about off-ramps. There is a choice that will need to be made. It's not there yet. There is a choice that will need to be made. It's my dark money behind the scenes card. Being seen and heard in an uncomfortable position. Oh, this could be in regards to Trump getting paid for secret information. And then there is going to be a choice that needs to be made. Do you choose the greed, the addiction, the vanity, all these around the outside, or do you choose an obvious choice in the middle? Because I think that a certain somebody is going to become too burdensome to carry any further due to the court cases or justice. Justice, big stick, tower. So I am going, and we've got money trails and we've got full illumination. Money trails and full illumination. So I'm just going to go out there. I do not feel that Trump is going to be the nominee, the candidate at the election. So we've then got the higher authorities, the courts, bringing about an emotional cleansing and overwhelming due to lies and loss and feathering his nest. There will be a difficult decision to be made about a new start and the hidden agenda that has been revealed. Now, Project 2025 is out there. Roger Stone is out there, basically has said, we've got people in place to steal the swing states if they go against the GOP. That's all. It's all out there now. But this may even be more that comes out. So I am just going to go and I'm going to stay on that boingy branch that I've been sitting on for a long time and say I'm not seeing that Trump will be the candidate by the time there is the election. Okay, so that being said, I'm going into some treacherous ground here, and I know it. Please do not shoot the messenger. I will just bring forward the message. I am 100% in Camp Biden. I go Joe. I would love, love, love to see Joe be the candidate at the election. Goodness me, the relief when he gets elected. I'm going to say when because I'm putting my intention out there, universe. When he gets elected, I keep seeing that he will step down after the midterms in 2026, which will give Kamala nearly 2 years to prove herself as president. But she'll spend the first 2 years very much stepping up, and it'll almost be like an overlap occurring and setting her up then to run again in 2028. However, I want to have a look. I'm just going to ask, I'm not going to put any ifs in there. Will Joe Biden, oh, you want that card? It's the moving on card. The moving on. Packing up the truth, moving forward. This may simply be, oh gosh, please let it be, packing up the truth and moving forward to calmer waters, steering the US to calmer waters. And as I look on the bottom, the next one was the Star of Hope and Healing and Unity. Please, please let it be just steering the US towards calmer waters with all these sorts of truth. Show me, guys, will President Joe Biden be the Democratic candidate at the 2024 election? Will he be the candidate at by the time the 2024 election takes place? By the time you want that one, thank you. By the time the 2024 election takes place, will President Joe Biden? Okay. Right. Now, he's come out and said, yes, he's running. He's going to stay. He's come out and said, and I'm actually a little bit disappointed that they put that out there, that they're going to cancel any engagements and events that occur after 8 p.m. so that he can get his rest. I would just rather they didn't say that. Don't say that. Just don't schedule anything in is my way of thinking. Don't say that, yeah, I was really, when I saw that, I went, why did you put that out there? Why? Anyhow, come on down. So the card that fell out wanted to come out, the Page of Wands, bringing forward new messaging, articulate orator with new messaging. The debate was a real wake-up call for the whole of the Democratic Party, and I think they're going to pivot on their messaging. So let's see where this goes. They're going to be challenged by the attempt to steal, the lies, the slimy slyness. That's going to be their challenge. Oh boy, oh boy. So is Joe Biden going to be the candidate? We've got the Page of Swords. So we've got two pages, Page of Wands, Page of Swords. Steely determination to bring forward the truth, but it is just a page. It's not all powerful like a king. It's just a page. This may be, I did say, given the SCOTUS ruling, I don't believe you'll see Biden dictating demands or orders. He will unleash the team around him, the AOCs, the White Houses, the Dick Durbins, those on his staff. So this may be a youthful determination to get the truth out there. Okay, in the past, entrapped by the messaging, perhaps surrounding the entire Biden family, he's found himself restricted. In trying to get his message out there. Okay, crowning this reading, there is a decision to be made. Possibly about his health. I don't feel he's in ill health at all. He's actually, for 81, man, he's absolutely robust. But there is a decision that needs to be made. So I think it's something that is still being considered. Hey, to tell you the truth, if they're going to have this discussion, aside from being 6 months ago, would have been an even better time. But this is the time to actually have this discussion. For those that were worried, if Biden does step aside, I sort of looked into this because it was a Biden-Harris ticket. If Harris steps up, then all the campaign funds made to the Biden-Harris ticket just automatically switch over to the Harris. I'm not saying that that's going to happen. I'm saying it's still in flux. There is still decision to be made. Now, I know Joe Biden has said that he is going to stay, but still got 4 months to go. Okay. Immediate future, circles of support around him, absolutely. So regardless of the frenzy that the media is trying to whip up for the sake of ratings and clickbaiting, still carrying on about the 90-minute debate where Trump lied. Goodness knows what was it? Someone worked out it was about every 15 seconds if they used all the repeats. The media is still carrying on about that. You'll find it has roots in the GOP and also in Russian bots, etc. Read something today that said, now it was a little, now what was it? KGB experiments in the past have shown that if you repeat something often enough over a 2-month period, then it becomes the truth, and those that have invested in that truth, no matter how much information they are given to the contrary, will not change their minds. That was quite fascinating. I'll see if I can find it again and perhaps post it on the community page. But yeah, it was a KGB that if you disinform, disinformation is deliberately lying, giving wrong information. If you can have someone exposed to that for a 2-month period where they invest themselves in that disinformation, then no truth, no factual information, no matter how much you present them, will change their mind. So, getting back on track, the immediate future, Joe's got this. Joe's being supported. So just please turn the media off. Externally, not terribly, he doesn't want it, I'm going to say. Best president you can have, best leader you can have is one that doesn't actually want it, that they're there because they feel an obligation to the citizens and to serve. You don't want someone who wants it for power or greed or money or whatever else. So there is an offer here that is tempting, but ... Okay, internally, love it. And this is Biden. I know Biden's my king of cups. This is internally, in the here and now. He is determined to bring forward truth and security protection, wielding the sword of reality and truth internally. He's summoning his inner King of Swords. Okay, hopes and fears, the tower moment, absolutely. A fear of the destruction of democracy, but a hope that when he's elected, I'm using the when he's elected, it will blow the crown off the top and things will be torn down to be rebuilt in a stronger fashion. Remembering that Trump is of the here and now to expose what had been going on behind the scenes for decades. Trump is just the useful idiot at the forefront. Everything that is coming to fruition, the Supreme Court, because remember Clarence Thomas was put in, I think it was 1991, the destruction of unions and the closing of mental health and all destroying of the Medicare system and I could add so many other factors to that were because of started in the Reagan era. I mean, gosh, what are we going back to? The late 70s was that? The strength of the fossil fuel industry way back until then, if not even earlier. So what's happened is Trump, in his buffoonery, I think that was underestimated by those that backed him because they thought he was just going to be a useless idiot like Reagan was in Reagan's second term, underestimated how much Trump would actually expose in his narcissistic need to be centre of attention. So, yeah, there's a lot going on with this. Okay, the outcome. Skilled work going on behind the scenes, the money coming in, but there's going to be a choice that will need to be made. There will be a moment of choice, definitive choice, and a lot of positive headlines coming forward very quickly. This may just indicate a choice that will be made quickly in regards to Biden. Oh boy. I'm just having a look to see what comes up next. Okay. So contrary to yesterday's reading, I am getting, yesterday's was sort of a more, if this happens, will that happen type thing. I do think Biden will still be there. If I keep going from the top, we've got a difficult decision to be made due to some restrictions. And one of those restrictions is shining the light on the snake in the path, but it could also be introspection. and realization that there is a stumbling block on the path, and we've got the best of democracy there. So I am still really feeling that, again, I'm going to say yes, but ... So I'm really feeling it's in play. It's in play. I'm not going to call it one way or the other definitively. I'm going to just say it's in play. And a lot will depend on external factors. One being Trump's health event. Okay, right. So instead, I shall ask, again, using the same deck for all fairness, will the inaugurated president be a Republican? Wash my mouth out with soap and water. I was going to ask. Now, I do see House and Senate. I keep seeing it's almost like 2/3 blue for both. Don't ask me how that's going to happen, but it just feels like an overwhelming. I'm still feeling Hakeem Jeffries, Speaker, before the election. May even only be by days or weeks, but there's a feel there. Not that he'll have time to actually do anything, I don't believe, but let's have a look. This means if it's Hakeem Jeffries that's the Speaker, it means that does that make him the one who calls who's president? Anyhow, feel the energy, right? Get back on track. You can hear that it's just been giving herself a back scratch. That's my grey dog. Is the inaugurated president January the 6th? Is it 6th? Thereabouts, 5th, 6th, whatever it is the inaugurated president, the winning president in January, a Republican? Are they, okay, you got that one. Are they a Republican? I just don't want to look. Come on down. Wash my mouth out. Okay. Seen and heard and very uncomfortable in front of the cheering crowds. It's not a yes. I know a lot of readers have this as their victory card. It's not my victory card. I think in the runic tarot, it's either victory or surrender, depending on what I'm reading on. But I'm always drawn to the fact that in these cards, the figure on the horse looks really uncomfortable, and those that are holding up the wands around them are often looking away, looking despondent. Okay, so it may be a declaration of winning, but not actually have won. Let's see where this goes. Yeah, the second signifier is to steal, lie, cheat. So there may be a Republican that declares that they've won, but they didn't. Let's see how this goes. Plan coming to fruition is the foundation. The ship coming in. If you haven't seen it, watch my Roger Stone video from last week about plan in place already for certain Republican-led swing states to declare for Republican whether the Republicans win or not. Oh boy. So this is plan coming to fruition. In the past, money changing hands. Ugh. Yuck. A lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, despair over this. The immediate future. So I'm asking, will it be a Republican? I'm just going to say there's strength in the money. Money. A lot of money. Perhaps revelation of a lot of money. externally, ending, internally, money trail, hopes and fears, karma and coming and biting them on the bum, the outcome, loss, despair, heartbreak, divorce, betrayal, stabbed by the truth, having to defend themselves, and a harsh truth coming for them very quickly. And a light is shone on the snake in the past, and secrets coming to the surface and being revealed about the instigators in regards, I'm just going to say not succeeding, because we've then got loss, disappointment and heartbreak. I really am feeling, oh goodness me, this is just, do not be surprised if a Republican is declared winner and has everybody scratching their heads as to how the heck that happened. Wonder if that's just the intention with the outcome. The intention, and then the outcome is just not going to work. Okay. Will the president be sworn in the January inauguration? This is hinge teetering stuff. And I'm not going to be shy about it. Get people, register. Check your registration. Sorry, I was just fixing my light there. Check your registration regularly. Try and actually put your vote in the ballot day if you can, because goodness, or if you're doing mail-in, do it the instant mail-in voting opens. Okay, because do not trust Joy. Do not trust attempts to slow down the mail-in voting. Ergo, what was it? If they arrive after the date, even if they're signed before the date, the GOP were trying to get them non-viable. Oh, goodness me. If you have to win by cheating, doesn't it tell you something? Oh. Anyhow, let's have a look. Will Emperors and kings have a habit of losing their heads, remember that. And also, if you're on the side of cheating, thinking that you're going to live forever, there's only one guarantee in life, and it ain't taxes. I don't know how they quite think they're going to get out of this alive, what they're hoping to achieve, considering a lot of them are really old and basically only have years left. Okay, let's have a look. So they're not even going to be around to see what the fruits of their actions. Okay, but let's have a look. Okay, clear that energy. I'll split the deck. I'm feeling that I have to, since I was ranting that while I was shuffling. Okay, show me. Will the best of democracy coming together? Okay, show me. Show me. Will the president being sworn in? I'm not even going to say January. I'm just going to say the president sworn in, because I suspect there's going to be some argy-bargy issues, pickling, whatever you like to call it, after the election. Is the president that is going to be sworn in, is the president that gets sworn in next year, whenever that may be, are they going to be, I'm getting February. Okay, may not happen on the 6th of January or whatever day that's supposed to be, that they get sworn in. Show me. Will the president that gets sworn in next year after the election, well, the president will get sworn in after the US president, be a Democrat. Right, the Emperor taking control, challenged by Supreme Court. Okay, foundation, emotionally overwhelming, new emotional start, really emotional, overwhelming in the past. This drunken hillbilly brawl, as Dave from Tarot by the Bay likes to call it, the infighting, just I'm even going to say insurrection. Who there's not going to be similar at the Capitol that there was, but there will be pockets of violence. So please, please, please don't feel that you need to go anywhere at that time, around that time. You can get your groceries delivered, get them delivered. Just really look after, if you're in that sort of area, if you're in a red area, just really look after yourself. Okay, crowning this reading, temperance, balance, moderation. I'm really feeling the control is going to go to the courts. May not be the Supreme Court, might be the Supreme Court if Biden's managed to get some adjustments there. But we have this overwhelming emotion and temperance and moderation coming to the fore. Is it going to be a Democrat? Here we've got again the Page of Wands, an articulate orator bringing forth a message externally, hard work going on behind the scenes to bring stability internally, not yet harvested, but will reap what they've sown, what they've nurtured, hopes and fears. Queen of Swords, wielding the sword of truth. The women will come out and speak their truth in force. The outcome, giving and receiving help, the voter, and governance. So, and I'm going to say this is the voter giving this to a Democrat. So I'm going to say yes. And then we've got stability of government, but then we've got some really serious, authentic reform coming forward that will be ending cycles and beginning new cycles. So that's a positive ending. I was actually getting worried to the point where I almost didn't want to read. A huge sense of relief. I'm just going to say I don't know who it will be. I am getting that it will be a Democrat. Goodness. However, I don't actually have them. I'm getting February. There's going to be legal challenges and attempts to steal, and it all needs to be dealt with. Okay, I'll have another look closer to the event. Love to you all. Look after yourselves. Take care.